You know what, guys? Today is a fine day to look at some work knives. This here, oh, and not only just work knife, my top picks for the $100 range, the $150 range, the $200 range, the $250 range, and that'll probably be it because that'll make this a really long video. Before we go any farther, do me a favor and finger bang that like button down there, subscribe, and for the love of God, share this. If not, YouTube's not even going to let me exist. So, starting off, obviously this is going to be in the $100 range, and the rest are in this case, and we are going to do this one from the old whiskey barrel. So in the $100 range, this one, Spyderco Endura, this one is in ZDP 189, but we're just going to pretend this is the regular one. So I love this knife. It is plenty of blade. Feels great in the hand. An absolute classic of a work knife. The fact that this is ZDP 189 just makes it all that much better. But the standard ones come in VG10. If you want any specs, as usual, JFGI. I am not your girl. So, full flat grind. Pocket clip could be better, but it's serviceable. Lock back, which typically would be a strong lock. This one's FRN, so it's only as strong as the rest of the knife. But a lot of the couch ninjas don't really care for lock backs, but this is a work knife, so it works great for that. And as you can tell, I use this one and use it a lot. So we're going to put this one to the side, move my sunglasses, take a drink of my coffee real quick if you don't mind. And we are going to move off to number 2, which will be in the $150 range. Oh, and if any of these knives you guys want to check out, I am not going to link them in the description. You can do your own homework and look them up. I'm not affiliated, and you guys know these knives. You know where they're at, and I'm pretty sure they are all available. Yeah, they're all available almost all the time. So, $150 range. Work knife excellence. And yes, I use the hell out of this one as well. Mannix 2, ball bearing lock. Kind of along the lines of an Axis lock, but much different. It just locks in, it actuates in the kind of the same way. This one is a DLT Trading exclusive crew wear, but they come in a very long, broad range of steels and colors for your G10. I personally do not care what color it is. I don't like the purple, but whatever, it's a work knife, and it is magnificent for that purpose. DLC coated blade, which crew wear is a tool steel, so that's okay. But on a side note, Spyderco does just about the best production DLC, hands down, period. This knife kind of does lock you into a certain spot to hold it, which doesn't bother me because that's how I'm going to hold it anyway. So it's comfortable. Again, the pocket clip could be better, but whatever. The action is, again, it's not couch ninja style, but it is very strong and it works great. And full flat grind. This is a classic. Everybody knows this knife, and it is probably my favorite of this bunch. And it's right at about 150 bucks or less. There's a couple that are more, but number 3 at the $200 range. Benchmade Super Freak. And I believe Rick James would agree that this is also work knife excellence. Coated M4 blade. This one has a mirror edge. I haven't used this one a lot. I haven't had it very long. Great size blade. Super comfortable. Pocket clips alright. Axis lock, which everybody's familiar with. Hands down, the best G10 handles on any knife I've ever handled under 200 bucks. Or at all, for that matter. I mean, just gorgeous. Contoured. Comfortable. Red standoffs. Butter smooth. Oh, and all these phosphorus bronze washers, including this one, in my opinion, a work knife can't be a bearing knife, especially in my line of work. I'm a carpenter, so there is a ridiculous amount of sawdust. So bearings just doesn't work out for me, or I'd be cleaning it every day. Again, if you want to see the specs, just look them up. But coated M4. Now, Benchmade, in my opinion and in my experience, do not do a great job with their coatings. They do have, like the Adamas and the Mini Adamas, those are Cerakote, so they hold up a lot better. This looks like paint, so I'm sure as soon as I start using this, it's going to wear off rather quickly. $100 range, $150 range, $200 range, and a knife that you guys have already seen on my channel in the $250 range, the Giant Mouse Ace Grand. And I have done a video on this knife, and I really was thinking about going back and revisiting it, because I got the knife, I had it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks or so, used it, carried it, made a video on it. Well, since then I've carried it a lot and used it a lot, and it is great. It is fantastic, and I don't think I gave a good enough review on it, and I didn't have it long enough to really know. But this thing is marvelous. Now, for my line of work, it cannot be a work knife. It is on bearings. But aside from that, it would be perfect. And for anybody who doesn't have a job that has a lot of debris potential, I think it'd be fine. Blade's plenty big enough. It is light. It holds great. It carries great. The action is Pocket Ninja, or Couch Ninja. Very unobtrusive clip. Looks like an ink pen when it's in your pocket. Just great. At the $250 range. It's $240, but you know, whatever. Never claimed to be a mathematician, so that is my core 4 right there for this video. For those who carry a EDC fixed blade for work, you can absolutely not go wrong with the Bradford Guardian, and in this case the 3.5. This one is in crew wear. They come in a wide range of steels. Ultra comfortable, very light, excellent sheath. That is a scout carry only, or you can put it in your pocket. I've seen guys do that. I've seen people put Alti clips on them one way or another, but this thing is fantastic. And the sheep's foot blade works great for me. That's why I have it. But they do have drop point, excuse me, and lots of other blade shapes and sizes to fit your needs. But I do use this one. I do carry it. It is sporting a nice tacky toothy edge. I laid this back to 13 degrees both sides, or each side, and it is a laser beam, and it works great, and I love it. And that will be your fixed blade option. Now I got three knives that are, I guess you would call them honorable mentions. First one is everybody's favorite, Paramilitary 2. This one is in 20 CV. Great utilitarian blade style and shape. Full flat grind. Not overly thin behind the edge, but it'll do the trick. The lock is perfection. I changed the pocket clip because I just couldn't take it anymore. This one has a Rips Garage Tech titanium clip. I don't really use this for work. This is more of my church carry, I would say, but not. Just everybody knows the Paramilitary 2. It's great, and it makes a great work knife. Next, honorable mention. We're just going to stay in the Spyderco for a minute. Is the Gale Bradley 2, and I'm probably going to do a video on this standalone, so I'm not going to talk on this one too much, but this thing is magnificent. The steel is magnificent, and that hollow grind. Another honorable mention there. And third, for those who work in a place that does not have debris potential, the Demco 8020.5. This one is in 3V, and that's what I would recommend, or the D2 model. Pretty sure they're going to come out with some other stuff, other steels, because it's just inevitable. But this makes a great work knife as well, just not for me. This is one of my favorite knives. I love all these knives, or I wouldn't own them. But great work knife. Great lock. So, that is what I got for you. So if you guys do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share, please. If not, I'm not ever going to be seen, and I'm going to get buried. If you guys have any desires, or if you want to see anything, any suggestions, any comments, just put them down there in the comment section. I'll read them and I'll answer them. And I guess I will see you guys in the next day or two. Have a good week.